Yeah, it's getting dark. Widower Day 500. Yeah, five fucking hundred. Uh, I didn't really think about, coming up on 500 or anything like that. I did this thing yesterday where I read my first blog post into my camera just to kind of, hey, let's see what happens. And well, I saw what happens, and it's pretty emotional. Um, and on the drive home today, since I've got kind of a commute, I was trying to think, well, what do I want to do? I want to do something for 500. Do I want to put that significance on it, or whatever? And I thought, yeah, I do, because this 30 days of mourning, being a widower, getting in touch with other widows and widowers, on online support group that I actually belong to, made me just, I don't know, share kind of what I'm going through and what I did go through. Just be like, hey, I'm 500. So I guess this is kind of geared more towards the widowers and widows out there. But, also, hey, anyone else, I guess anyone else that wants to watch this, go for it. So I was going to read, maybe the letter to Kateri I wrote when, she was in palliative care, and, or maybe the second blog post or something like that. But after yesterday, I realized it was pretty emotional, and, the letter to Kateri, I'm like, I'm not ready to read that right now. So what might be beneficial? And I was like, well, hey, how about, the random widower thoughts? This is something I wrote, 4 days into it. But yeah, I'll just go with that. Random widower thoughts. This was written on Widower Day 4, shelved, and will now start to grow. It hasn't grown. I started this list because I dragged my fork against a stainless steel mixing bowl I was eating a Caesar salad out of, and no one was there for it to bother. Or have their bodies squirm and ears bleed with that distinct metal on metal scrape. So here's a list of random observances I have as I go through this process. I've never gone to a movie alone. Still haven't. 500 days later. I've never had a nice dinner alone. I've had a nice dinner, but not like, service and just a sexy dinner. I can play music as loud as I want, whenever I want. I'm fine with the phone ringing or my phone going off in the middle of the night. I can open my computer when I get into bed, and it won't bother Kateri. Beds are easier to make in the morning when only one person sleeps in it. That's, yep, true. Coffee maker in the bedroom is a good idea. Going from a 20-ish year life with someone to instant independence is a weird thing to grasp. Cremated people are heavier than you expect. Yeah, they are. Dr. Phil moments, the whole one foot in front of the other, one day at a time. Time. Fuck. That's a hard 4-letter word to define. 4 days in, I'm feeling okay. Weird, but okay. I don't need to put the toilet seat down anymore, but I still do, and probably will do for the rest of my life. Maybe I'll start putting the lid down as well. That's like a half and half. I would still rather hang with Kateri. She was cooler than the rest. She's pretty fucking awesome. It's hard to remember the last 20 years, 4 days after you lose your wife to a 4-month dance with metastatic malignant melanoma in the brain with a mutation. You only remember the last 4 months. It sucks. This is weird. This is now all mine. Yeah, that's weird. All of it. It was ours, but now it's mine. Beds, blankets, sheets, knickknacks, books, sewing machines, suitcases, bookcases, bathrooms, wood floors, plumbing, tissue boxes, art, pictures, plants, pots, chickens. I haven't felt heartache in 17 years. Regret, but not heartache. I can eat whatever I want, whenever I want. I still do, and it's not good. That's not a freedom that's good for me. 4 days in, and I still can't eat anything in my bed. That's gross. I still can't. That's just kind of crumbs. Ugh. On Monday, the day after Kateri passed, I learned again what it means to have a home. I learned what a home is supposed to be. I realized that this is my home, and I want to have people stop by, to stay, to gather, and to use it to remember Kateri. I need them to. I kind of like my space now, too. But when do you change the answering machine from "we're not home" to "I'm not home"? I can completely shave my face whenever I feel like it. I always wanted to do that. I thought in the beginning of this process that I just clean shaven. Kateri never liked me to be clean shaven because she thought she was taking advantage of a little boy. But I haven't shaved. No razor has hit these cheeks in over 500 days. It's been 4 days. Soon it will be 5. Now it's 500. Yeah. Did I wish this? The dark shit is gonna pop in the brain, then push it out. Yeah, it's... Those were the thoughts I just kind of jotted down. It's, it's when I haven't read through these things. I don't go back and read anything I kind of put down, but, so it's, some stuff hits you, like, oh, yeah, fuck. 500 days in. I'm doing okay, For you widowers out there, yeah, it's a fucking process. But for me, doing okay. Yep, challenges, obstacles, whatever. Just doing whatever I can to try to keep going. So, it's life's good. There's a lot of good things in my life. Things I can do without, but there's a lot of good things. Yeah, so I hope you all are having a good evening. You see the sun's kind of going down. Yeah, but hope you have a good evening, and we'll chat again. I hope again soon, so see ya.